In the sprawling, often turbulent landscape of daytime television, the announcement of a new soap opera is typically met with a mixture of nostalgic hope and pragmatic skepticism. The genre, once a dominant force in American culture, has been in a slow, managed decline for decades, its audience fragmented by a thousand-channel universe and then decimated by the on-demand revolution of streaming. So, when the fictional network, Omni Broadcast Channel, OBC, launched Beyond the Gates in the coveted 1 p.m. Eastern time slot, directly opposing established titans, few in the industry gave it more than a season. That was 5 years ago. Today, Beyond the Gates is not just surviving, it is the undisputed champion of daytime, having achieved what many thought impossible, consistently topping the Nielsen ratings in the key demographics, dethroning legacy giants like General Hospital and redefining what a modern soap opera can be. The show's success is not an accident. It is the result of a meticulously crafted, multi-pronged strategy that understood the assignment from day one. To win the key demos, one must first understand who they are and what they desire. The key demos, primarily adults 18 to 49 and adults 25 to 54, are the lifeblood of television advertising. They represent the viewers with disposable income, the consumers making household decisions, and the audience most likely to engage with brands across multiple platforms. While General Hospital has maintained a loyal and often larger total viewership buoyed by its decades-long history and an older, dedicated fanbase, Beyond the Gates executed a surgical strike on the viewers that matter most to advertisers. This is the story of how they did it. The strategic foundation, a blueprint for modern relevance. From its inception, Beyond the Gates was conceived not as a throwback, but as a reinvention. The show's creators, a team of veteran soap writers and fresh voices from prestige cable dramas, identified several core weaknesses in the traditional soap model and built their show to address them directly. 1. The accessible complexity narrative model. Soap operas are infamous for their impenetrable history. New viewers tuning into a decades-old show are often met with a labyrinthine backstory that can feel like homework. Beyond the Gates launched with a clean, yet sophisticated, slate. The central premise, a sprawling, interconnected community anchored by the opulent, secret-laden Gates Foundation and the gritty, working-class Mercy Hospital, provided immediate stakes. The show's first year focused on a core mystery: who Foundation CEO Alistair Gates? This single question served as an entry point, hooking new viewers with a finite, solvable plot while using the investigation to slowly introduce the complex web of characters, alliances, and past sins that would fuel future stories. This model of accessible complexity became the show's narrative engine. It employs serialized storytelling with clear season-long arcs, much like a streaming drama, while maintaining the daily, multi-character interplay of a traditional soap. This structure respects the intelligence of the modern viewer, who is accustomed to binge-watching intricate plots, without alienating them with 50 years of continuity. 2. Demographic-centric casting and characterization. The cast of Beyond the Gates was assembled with the key demos in mind, but not through shallow pandering. Instead, they crafted characters that reflected the anxieties, aspirations, and life stages of the 25 to 54 demographic. The power couples in crisis. Instead of starry-eyed 20-somethings, the show's central romantic pairings are often in their late 30s and 40s. They are CEOs, surgeons, and entrepreneurs grappling with infidelity, infertility, merging families, financial ruin, and the pressures of maintaining power. These are not fantasies of young love, but dramatic reflections of the complex realities facing the core demographic. The will-they-won't-they tension is not about getting together, but about staying together against overwhelming odds. The Vanguard veterans. The show features beloved soap veterans, but in roles that are dynamic and central to the plot, not relegated to the kitchen dispensing advice. These characters are still in the thick of the action, running companies, having affairs, and committing crimes. This ensures they appeal to the older end of the 25 to 54 demo without feeling dated or passive. The ambitious next generation. The younger characters on Beyond the Gates are not merely there for teen angst. They're portrayed as savvy, often morally ambiguous, and driven by ambition and trauma in equal measure. Their stories tackle issues like student debt, mental health, digital entrepreneurship, and ethical boundaries, making them relatable to the 18 to 34 segment without feeling disconnected from the show's grittier tone. The execution, a multi-platform symphony. A great blueprint is useless without flawless execution. Beyond the Gates understood that winning the demos in the 2020s requires more than just a compelling hour of television. It requires a 24/7 ecosystem. 1. Production values and pacing. The show looks and feels different. Shot with higher quality digital cameras and featuring cinematic lighting and location shooting in a real city, Toronto standing in for the fictional Kingsport, it visually elevates itself above the sometimes stagey look of its competitors. The editing is sharper, with a faster pace that reduces filler and maximizes cliffhangers. This production quality signals to a discerning, streaming native audience that the show is a premium product, worthy of their time. 2. The social media command center. While General Hospital and other soaps have a social media presence, Beyond the Gates operates theirs with the precision of a political campaign. They don't just post episode photos, they create engagement. Live tweeting during the East Coast broadcast is hosted by a rotating cast of actors and writers, offering genuine behind-the-scenes tidbits. They produce short-form vertical videos for TikTok and Instagram Reels that recap complex plots in 60 seconds or feature character confessions. Memes from the day's episode are created in-house and available within an hour of the broadcast, ensuring the show dominates the cultural conversation in real time. 3. Embracing the soap with a wink. The show never shies away from its genre's tropes: amnesia, evil twins, shocking returns from the dead, but it deploys them with a self-aware cleverness. The writing is sharp and often laced with meta-humor, allowing the audience to be in on the joke. This approach disarms critics and appeals to a demographic that might otherwise dismiss soaps as melodramatic schlock. It's a delicate balance, celebrating the genre's history while simultaneously subverting its cliches. The head-to-head, where Beyond the Gates gains ground on General Hospital. A direct comparison reveals the strategic nuances that have allowed Beyond the Gates to pull ahead in the demo race. Narrative momentum versus narrative baggage. General Hospital is a masterpiece of long-form storytelling, but its decades of history can sometimes feel like an anchor, slowing down plot progression to service legacy characters and past events. Beyond the Gates, unburdened by this, can pivot and accelerate at will. A storyline that isn't resonating in the demos can be wrapped up or dramatically altered within a matter of weeks, not years. This agility is a significant advantage.